Alright everybody, I know it's been a bit since I've made a video. Been kind of under the weather lately. Having autoimmune diseases really kind of bites, especially when you're having trauma responses to current social situations. Anyway, trying to let too much of it get to me. I have my concerns. I've still been working over there on the MAGA-centric platform. Those people, they need some help. But anyway, so as getting back to my answer to the challenge, show us your shithole. I'm driving through Tower Grove Park here in St. Louis, Missouri, and there's no like tent cities or anything here, that's for sure. I love this little park. So many beautiful trees. When I get back around to a certain point, I'll show you my favorite pavilion in the park. But many of the pavilions in this park, the toppers, are actually from the old World's Fairs. My favorite one, I'll explain it when we see it, but it's from the World's Fair that was here in St. Louis in the late 1800s. I forget exactly what year. I don't know if you can see, there's some fences going on around, fenced off areas in some of these little pavilions because they're doing some landscaping work. Tax dollars, positive effect. Everybody gets to enjoy these parks. That's the beautiful thing about it. But I started about the middle of the park, and it just has this is called Main Street. I think it's called Main Street, but it's the main lane through the middle of the park. It's only about a city block wide, but it's several blocks long. Anyway, so I've been keeping an eye on some stuff that's going on in Portland, Oregon, and Chicago. I hear Bavino is over there in Charlotte doing some shenanigans. And I also hear that the courts are giving some pushback about Memphis, which is apparently next on the list. And that means St. Louis is on there somewhere, apparently, from what the Union Pacific Railroad CEO was talking to Donnie Boy about. But there are side streets around here. I'll drive those another time to show you the rest of the park. I did some. I've got those new body cameras, and I finally today just got out to get them tested a little bit. Starting to feel a little more motivated despite the discomforts to get out and get more active. Yeah, there's these Epstein files flip-flopping back. Donnie Boy flip-flopping back and forth on them has really got MAGA all twisted up. I watched Tim and April on New Evangelicals live stream and respond to the Epstein survivors speaking today. It's Tuesday. I forget what the date is. Things have been so frenetic lately. But I do remember it's November and it's Tuesday and it's 2025. But yeah. I'm pulling materials together and spreading information around about whistle brigades because those are working in Chicago and Portland and other areas. I'm trying to get my friends ready here in St. Louis. I know there's more networking going on, but there's this little community that I'm active in. It's not the one I live in, but it's the one that my church congregation is in. And I won't ever be a member there, but I appreciate what these people do. They actually try to help their neighbors. They're Christ-like, I would say, for sure. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, they have concerns for the immigrants, and they have concerns for homeless, and they're learning about becoming more trauma informed. I don't know if they'll ever actually be trauma educated. I know I'm rambling all over the place, but got a lot of thoughts in my head. Just there's a lot going on. I am at peace with things that are happening. I mean, not that are happening, but I'm at peace with myself, because there's a lot of Cold War programming that's kicked in, and I'm keeping an eye on multiple levels of action that associates of mine just don't understand how I can do it. But I'm tracking some of the political action here in St. Louis. I'm tracking some of it at the Missouri state level. And of course, it's hard to miss what's going on at the federal level. Oh yeah, this annoys me too. How long has it been since that war criminal Dick Cheney died and they're still got the flags at half-mast? I think Donnie forgot about that simply because of the fact he's trying to hide those damn Epstein files. We all know what's there. We know he's in them. And I'll tell you what, I have survived a relationship with somebody who behaved in this exact same narcissistic fashion. And it's so I know for a fact that it's survivable. But I also know for a fact that it hurts. And there's already been damage done, and there's going to be more damage done, unfortunately. The biggest thing is that we need to lean into our communities, stay close to our friends. I've got some friends that live in other states that I've kind of lost contact with, that I need to get back onto. But there's just so much going on. I've been doing a dynamic shift in things. I'm no longer actively pursuing the peer support specialist training at the moment. Looking more towards direct action, boots on the ground, street level work for homeless intervention and for immigrant protection. I'm trying to get more people out and about as well. I'm trying to get them motivated. So there's that. Some of them may need some training in de-escalation tactics. Anybody though that spent any time in retail knows how to de-escalate somebody if they want to. Yeah. So back to the little camera thing. I'm working on the body rig for the wearables, and because I got a feeling that I'll be out and about in the streets again anyway. As soon as I get that lined out, it'll be a whole lot easier for me to be able to show you what's going on downtown or any other part of the city when I go out and do any walking or whatnot. Attending protests, I'll be better set up for doing that. And I actually need to finish those two little protest signs I'm going to put in the back window of my car. One's going to say no kings, no cults. And the other one is going to read Veterans Fighting Fascism. I want people to know exactly how I feel. I just love this beautiful park. Just love this beautiful park. Anyway, so yeah. Things are interesting. I've been working through some physical struggles. Fibromyalgia can be a real booger. But I've gotten to a point where I realize that I've moved along far enough in my therapy that getting out and getting active and getting on the street and interacting with other people and actually working the mission more directly and trying to pull people into it with me if they are so inclined would be a lot more cathartic for me than some of the other options I was looking at. I've always preferred to try to help people. Even when I was at my lowest, I tried to help people just simply because of the fact that that if I could help improve somebody else's day a little bit, it would help improve mine as well. Sometimes just giving somebody a simple compliment like, you're dressed pretty sharp today, or something equally innocuous, nothing too horribly personal. But anyway, almost done through the park here. Like I said, you know, we got, oh yeah, just right through there on the other side of the ball diamond is some new construction. I think it's going to be apartments. So yeah, there's people here in St. Louis working on housing options because we need them. All right, so my favorite pavilion in the park is coming up, and that's where I'm going to cut this video off for now. Yeah, it's just sort of a quick update. I'm probably not going to be reading very many more articles. I'm trying to get doing some books for myself. I'll report more on that later. But yeah, that big red and white pavilion right there is one of my favorites. It is my favorite in this park. It's sheet metal and it's been repainted several times. But it's the Turkish Pavilion from 1872. All right, folks. Find your community or pull your community closer together. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. Stay hydrated. Stay fed. And stay well rested. Sometimes you might need to disconnect. Go listen to some music or something. That's what I'm getting ready to do. Go back to my playlist. Alright, till the next video, folks. Take care.